Hi folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks. Folks, we sell lots and lots of them. I don't know any number I put out there would sound silly, but we sell lots of them, and we sold one of every kind. One of the hardest trucks to find is one we're going to list today. And when I tell you this truck's pick proof, I know somebody's going to go, and Dan cringes, but I've looked this truck over, folks. It is fabulous. It's beautiful. And if there's anything somebody can say about it, I'm going to show you one little nick. But other than that, this truck is like new. It's a 2015 Ford F350 1-ton turbo diesel, dual wheels, 4-wheel drive, XLT, and got everything, folks. Windows, door locks, tilt and cruise. Only got 117,000 miles of spares underneath it. Got a turnover ball. You know, you may never need it, but if you do, it's going to save you a lot of money. Sitting on a good set of tires. I mean, great stance, just a great looking truck, and the interior is as fresh as the day it left the showroom. Come on, we're going to look at you, see the headlights, the chrome, everything just the way it ought to be. I mean, this is a beautiful truck, got a great look to it. The paint is bright, shiny, vibrant. We didn't do that, we can't do it. It's a local truck. You can see here, absolutely no rust issues or any of that. Southern truck, keyless entry. Look inside at this truck, how new it is. Look at the seats, look at the headliner. Carpet, I'm pulling this up, I'm unsnapping it. Carpet's new. This truck shows absolutely so little use. It didn't look much better than this the day it left the showroom. You can see in here, I guess someone just wanted a dually to drive, or some executive.
Been on a job site, or
and it's not been in the mud, and it's not. Look back, show this up. I mean, it's just perfect. Power seats at work, 4-door XLT. Look back here. I doubt anyone's been in the back seat.
got these locking compartments under the seats, privacy glass. Flip down armrest, got your pockets. Head corner's good.
No paint work. That's where you always catch painter, folks. Right there. None of these, the fender flares are not cracked and beat up. Look under here. There's your spare. Good set of tires.
Got the extra leaf spring, has the tow package, has the 373 limited slip, got parking sensor.
Here is one little 1-inch scratch that you got to look to find.
There's your backup camera.
Look in here. There's your turnover ball. As I say, hey, you may never need it, but if you do, it's going to save you several $100s having that put on. No chips, pecks. Look down the side. Stands up. That is just water. It's trying to rain. It's not a scratch. Look in here. Once again, inside here, look how nice these panels are. The kick panels are as new. If anyone's been in this driver's seat, there's no indication of it. Carpet's brand new. There's your books, records, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's not brand new.
What?
It's like new.
Well,
as new.
Well, you know, when you have a truck like this.
Well, you say new, and then trust me, I'll get somebody. Why don't y'all replace the carpet and put new carpet in it? Your dad said that was new carpet. Why would it have new carpet? Was it flooded? I mean, just you wouldn't believe.
Totally factory, folks. Alloy wheels. Once again, we're showing you up under here. Here's that little scratch we're showing you about. Somebody brushed up against something. We're not going to touch it up.
It's not dinged or anything, just a little scratch.
You touch it up, then someone goes, well, look at it. Look at the chrome. It's not peeled. There's no scratches. There's no dents, no dings on this truck. The glass is perfect. No chips, any of that.
Got a brand new windshield.
This is one fine truck, folks. You've been down to your local Ford dealer and wanted to buy a dually, and you got sticker shock, you better look at this one, because I promise you, Dan told me what he was going to ask for it. This truck will be worth the money for 3 or 4 years. The depreciation's out of it. I mean, you can go buy you a new one, and drive it 5 years and lose $50,000. You can buy this one and drive it 5 years and maybe lose $50 a month, the way trucks have kept their value the past few years. And these that are so hard to find, trust me, the depreciation's gone. Dan's clicking me, telling me to hurry up. When we get a truck like this, I get enthused about it, you can tell. And it's not fake enthusiasm. I really, really like this truck. It's a 2015 one-ton dually, XLT, four-wheel drive, got everything. The interior's immaculate, exterior's immaculate, spares under it, windows, door, it got everything.
Equipped, not stripped.
Just a beautiful truck, folks. So, God above, if you've been looking for, if you need a dually, I mean for work site or whatever, if you want one just to drive. I drove one of these 800 miles one way on a fishing trip, and I just loved everything about it. But it's a great truck. Going to have a low reserve on it. If you have any questions about it, give Dan a call. What number you want to call?
601-376-9869.
376-9869, area code 601. Give Dan a call if you want to buy this truck or talk about it in any way. But it's a wonderful truck, folks. A 2015, low miles, one-ton, four-wheel drive dually. Thanks for watching our video. We appreciate that. Our thousands and thousands of customers around the world. Thank you so much for your business. We look forward to visiting with you about this truck, seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Dan Dow here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you under the hood, show you how clean it is, because we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So you can see just a little bit of dust, but no mud, none of that. And the reason I can tell you I don't think it spent much time, if any, out in the mud, all these bare aluminum pieces like this and that sound guard on the and heat shield on the firewall, if they get hot and have muddy water splashed on them, they get this brown patina that just cannot be cleaned off. And this one doesn't have that. So anyway, main thing I want to show you is you can see a little bit of smoke, but smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. If you look back at my videos, I had a 15 with 15,000 miles. It smoked worse than this one. The main thing is there's no pressure. The cap doesn't blow off. As long as the cap doesn't blow off, you're good. And if the cap were to blow off, that would mean it had blow-by. And blow-by, it's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's just a sign of wear. And this one doesn't have any. So now we're gonna hop in, take you on a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. Let me hit a few things. First, you can see you got steering wheel controls, Bluetooth. This one has the upgraded dash screen. Most of these XLTs just have a little green readout for the miles, but this one has the full dash LCD with the compass. It's got all the apps, oil temp, trip meters, truck apps. You can see if I turn the wheel, it goes back and forth. If I put it in four-wheel drive, you can see the little front drive shafts turn from white to blue. And we'll shift it back. Turns traction control off when you're in four-wheel drive, but it's got little trailer apps, all different kind of settings. Anyway, got automatic headlights, fog lights, power mirrors, and you can pull them out. They are heated power mirrors. They're not power folding, but you can, reach out and fold them in if you want. It's even got power pedals. You don't just see it. This got a lot of lariat equipment to be an XLT. I think they call them packages like XLT Power Package, XLT Plus Package. One thing I like, man, that backup camera is nice. Once you have something with a backup camera, you won't want to go back to anything else that ain't got a backup camera. But let me show you the other thing I like. Of course, you got your tow haul. You can put this in manual and shift manually, but what I like, you can see I pull up the gears. Say I'm towing a heavy camper, I'm in rush hour traffic, or I'm just in rush hour traffic period. Let me lock out the top 4 gears so So it's just shifting between first and second, or just leave it in first. Or if you're on the highway hitting some hills, you know, lock out 6 gears so it just shifts first through fifth, so you're not downshifting up and down all the time. Or you can leave it alone, but you can also put it in manual mode. You can see it'll show you what gear you're in. Like if you want to make it take off in a second, you can, or you can manually pull it all the way down. But just a lot of features. Of course, there's your exhaust brake, power outlet, tow command. You got the upfitter switches. You can plug your phone in or USB or whatever. Traction control button. Now we'll take you on a little test drive. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm going to be filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured this truck itself has a tremendous ride and drive. It does just like you want it to. And one thing you can take away from all these potholes and stuff I'm going to be running over is that this truck is tight. There's not a bunch of squeaks or rattles or any of that. There's no clunks or thumps. And you know, you may say, well, there shouldn't be, it's a 15, but most of the trucks we get are 08s, 05s, 2000s, and high mileage, and that's something I'm used to having to talk about. Now this is a 15, so I know it's not really as necessary to point all that out, but it's just habit. But anyway, it is tight though. I mean, you get in some trucks and start hitting these same potholes and stuff, and the doors will be rattling and just thunks and squeaks, but this one does not have any of that. Got an MP3 player built in, and with everything else. Like I said, we put a brand new windshield in it and rinsed it off, and that's pretty much it. Local trade-in. So obviously it's a Southern truck. Hadn't been in the salt or the rust or any of that. This truck fires right up, runs perfect, hot or cold. 6.7 Power Stroke diesel, 440 horsepower, 373 limited slip. So you're not tacking out like crazy going down the interstate. And when you're loaded, you know, a lot of people think, well, I need 411s if I'm pulling. Well, no, you just drop it down a gear and not worry about it. That way, when you're not pulling, let her shift on out to 6, and you know, barely turning 1600 RPM, going nearly 70. I mean, the truck's basically idling, so you can get some real good fuel economy with these trucks. You know, it's gonna be a 1-ton diesel. The last one we had that I put any miles on, we just sold a 16, and it averaged around 16 and a half. So, you know, people ask me all the time, what kind of mileage you get? Well, it varies. You know, it might vary 3 to 4 miles per gallon from truck to truck. So, I don't really get into that, but let's see. Can't find anything on this truck that doesn't work. Now, I just reset the miles per gallon and hit the cruise. We're doing 65, and it'll drop down, like I said, mid-high teens. But one thing we haven't done, this truck has not been deleted. And you know, a lot of people say delete, but it's really, on a 6.7, it's not that big a deal, because the 6.4s, they use that, they just use the diesel they just dumped it down the motor to burn out the exhaust filter, and that led to cracked pistons, horrible fuel economy, and everything else. But these 6.7s use that diesel exhaust fluid, so it doesn't really, you know, you might pick up maybe 1 mile per gallon by deleting it, and you don't have to worry about the exhaust fluid anymore. But I've got a 16, and I only have to fill my exhaust tank up maybe every 2 or 3 months, not hardly ever. So it's not really that big a deal. Although, if you do want it deleted, call me and we can discuss your options. 601-376-9869. There's so many, it's not worth me trying to go over them all on this video. But the only thing I would do, just keep them serviced. Oil filters every 5,000, change the oil. Change the fuel filters every other oil change. Air filter, I think every 20,000 or so. And you do that, these things can run forever, and use 4 filters. But I just sold an 11 with 288. So, you know, this one's barely broken in. But if you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. So if you're interested, we'll be glad to pick you up at Jackson International anytime during our regular business hours. We'll bring you back to our office, no extra charge, do all the paperwork, feedback and everything, and let you get on the road. Or if you're like most of our customers, you're buying from the Northeast or the Midwest and may not have time to spend several days flying or driving down and driving home. And we understand that too. So with that being said, don't let the idea of shipping scare you off from being interested in the truck. Or if you look online at these price quotes that you can get online, don't let the prices scare you off, because those guys you find online, they're not shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And they'll charge you hundreds of dollars and call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for lining something up. And they all use this one website that's not open to the public called Central Dispatch. And it's basically like U-Ship, but for professionals in the business. And we jumped through all the hoops to be on Central Dispatch. So basically we can get you wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, if you're interested, just shoot me a text or an email, 601-376-9869. If you're interested in deleting it, once again, it's best just call me and I can go over the myriad of options. We can do it cheap, or you can spend a ton of money and have, just depends on how many features you want. If you want a new exhaust or what you want to do on that end, or just tons of different things that are out there. So call me about that if you're interested. Or if you rather call me about a shipping quote, that's fine too. If you're interested, have any questions about the truck, call me. Want to make an offer, want to know what it takes to buy it, any of that, just give me a call. I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about the truck. Before I go, we've been driving nearly 10 minutes and just want to show you the dash here. You can see absolutely no warning lights lit, no service lights, no airbag lights, any of that. I like to show the dash after I've been driving a while, because you know it's easy to, if there is a light on, to take your scanner and cut the light off and take a picture and say, oh look, no lights on. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, that light's going to come right back on. But that bottom right light, that's the cruise control. I can turn that off. But anyway, just wanted you to see for yourself that there really are no lights lit on the truck, and no airbag lights, no ABS, any of that, no lights lit. Everything's good on it. So, and I do that partly just to show and partly just to cover my bases. But like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you may have. Other than that, appreciate you watching our video and hearing everything we have to say, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.